Keith, tell us about your first time in Nigeria.
All right, brother. The first time in Nigeria has been fantastic. I was a little bit apprehensive before I came here, security situations, but you guys have taken care of that for us. I always felt like we were in safe environments. I had an opportunity to see a lot of new things, travel to a different region, explore my Yoruba, Igbo, and Isan heritage to some degree. So I'm satisfied.
Okay, will you come back?
Absolutely, I'll be back this year.
Okay, are you coming back with Dynasty Mirror on another tour one day?
I am
On
coming
Downfall?
back. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to the Downfall tour and to Sierra Leone.
Okay, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So these are basically all my diaries of moving to Nigeria, and people are like, why do you want to leave the US and come to Nigeria? Well, I was like, I do not want to work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. I do not want to work for nobody for the rest of my life. Fuck the retirement, talking about I want to retire. What do you dude, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, I don't want to do that. That's not just me. You know, when you're doing something that you don't feel like you're fulfilled doing it, that you just feel inside of you like, this is not the purpose God has for me. This is not what God wants me to do. I feel like God just has something out there for me. And it's something that you have to put into prayers. You have to pray about it. You have to put God first and tell God, this is something I want to do. Please, God, lead me on. Go in front of me, Lord. And that is something that I've been praying for, and seeing that my dreams of having my own clothing line is coming through, all I can do is just say thank you, Lord. That's all.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to talk about a conversation that has been trending for quite some time, and it is Black American choosing West Africa, specifically Ghana and Nigeria, as their new home. They call it a relief, a place where you can feel whole again, and today I will explore why, and I'll be using stories, facts, and of course emotions. I have a couple of clips that have prompted me to prepare this story for you guys. So let us watch them to the very end, then I will come back to debunk each of them. So subscribe, like, comment, and share, and then I'll be back with my further analysis.
We purchased a house in Lagos, Nigeria, and so somebody asked me, how do mortgages work in Nigeria? Is it the same as the US? And I am just here to tell you guys that no, it is not. When you're buying a house in Nigeria, you need to come with all your money, cash up front. This is a cash society. So this house, for example, we purchased cash. This is my car, we purchased cash. If you followed me for any amount of time, you would know that I get major anxiety around anything that has to do with monthly bills, right? Because I don't like the feeling that somebody can take something away from me. So knowing that I paid cash for this and cash for this makes me feel very comfortable and very secure, because nobody can take it away. It's all mine. When purchasing this house, there were like a bunch of other people who had all their money ready and were ready to make the payment. So if you're not ready to make the payment, you don't have all your cash up front, somebody else will pay for it and they will buy it. Like I mentioned, I have a lot of anxiety around monthly bills. So we don't have any monthly bills. I don't have a car note. I don't have a house payment. I think the only monthly bill I have is my cell phone, life insurance. What else do I pay for? I got to think about it. That allows us to be able to travel. So we actually have a house also in Texas that we purchased. It's being used as a rental property. We are in Lagos, Nigeria now, and we have this house that we're going to stay in as well. So when it comes to real estate, I'm all about like trying to figure out what's going to make sense for a family. And I'm glad that we have a house like in the US and a house here in Nigeria. So anyway, if you have any questions for me, ask. I am happy to answer. Peace out, y'all.
Hey everybody, if you're new here, my name is Samaya and I recently moved from the USA to Nigeria, Africa. Today we are still continuing the celebration for my man's birthday in a few days. So we're going to go out with a couple of his friends to a lounge called Bond. And this is one of the places that we do like to go to. They have good drinks and they have food and good music, and it's a good time. So I'm just going to take you guys along with us so you guys can see what the lounge scene is looking like out here.
Sense of belonging. It is amazing being in a place where everybody looks like you. You're never the only Black person, and it is just a beautiful and encouraging experience. 2, safety. Many of the countries in Africa, I'm in Tanzania, are significantly safer than the United States when you check the rankings. And you never have to worry about any sort of racist anti-Black violence against you. 3, challenging white supremacy. It is a game changer when you can show that it is possible to thrive in the world outside of westernized systems. 4, learning from African perspectives and experiences. So much of what we see, even those of us who call ourselves very pro-Black, are still very westernized when we're from the Western world. When you move to Africa, you get to actually learn the indigenous ways of being from the continent. And 5, learning to love yourself as a Black person in deeper and more powerful ways. So much of what we get, again, living in the West, we're brainwashed to believe that Blackness is less than and that we have to fight to show and prove our value and worth. When you are in Africa, it is just evidence, and it is just a normal part of living life. Amazing and peaceful to the spirit. Look, I acknowledge that it is not easy for everybody, and the finances and all the details, logistics. Look, I know, I get it. But for those of you who are able to dream, to be able to build the game plan, figure out new ways of being, I encourage you, put it on your list to at least visit.
Here's what I spent on rent as someone who moved to Nigeria a year ago. Keep in mind that these prices are from a year ago and not current to 2025. This is a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom house in Lekki Phase 1. It came fully furnished, and when I say fully furnished, I mean like everything. So my house rent was 7 million naira per year. I had to pay 2 years up front, so that's total 14 million naira. The agency fee, 1.4 million naira. The legal fee, 700,000 naira. Caution deposit, 700,000 naira. And the service charge per year was 850,000 naira. Total for 2 years rent, I paid 18,550,000 naira, which is approximately $11,500 at today's rate. So that would mean I spend almost $500 a month on rent. And no, I don't have any roommates. Please check the caption because I'm going to provide more information. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Is this reasonable, or would you rather stay in America?
Atlanta and Lagos are like night and day on the same planet. My name is Michaela Jenny, and I lived in Buckhead, Atlanta for 3-4 years, and I just moved to Nigeria a year ago. Living in Lagos is exactly like living in Atlanta. Both cities have a lot of cultural similarities, like the BBL culture, the rich African culture. Lagos' nightlife is unlike any nightlife in the world that I've seen. And Atlanta definitely doesn't do it like Lagos, but it does have that culture of having, you know, a lot of Nigerian. The dating scene is pretty much the same. I wish they had like an avenue for the gay people in Lagos, but of course it's very controversial to be gay in Nigeria. I prefer living in Lagos to living in Atlanta because the prices of everything is so expensive. Why should I pay so much to live in this city where, first of all, people are racist, when I can live in African country and be surrounded by people who look like me? Both cities have their perks, both cities have their downfalls, but I definitely feel like I prefer Lagos. Let me know what you guys think.
Hi, you guys. Come and start the day with me as a Black American entrepreneur living in Nigeria. So sweet to say that. I'm currently on my way to meet up with my PA. Finally, I am able to meet up with her, you guys. She is amazing. I will not be able to run my business successfully without her help. You guys, amazing PA. Okay, so we are here having a meeting about the upcoming clients coming in for this month. And we're also talking about our content. You guys, we were so hungry, so we had to order food, okay? The pizza was busting. All right, back to business. Now we're talking about what we want to do for content ideas for this month of June. We had ordered drinks and the server was super nice. And we cheers to more success for our business this June, July, and August. This is me just checking my DMs on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook from inquiries for how to get a visa to Nigeria. And then I have a few scheduled calls already with some clients. So I wanted to go ahead and get set up to prepare for my calls with my clients. And here we go. I'm finally on the call with my first client. She's super amazing, super sweet, you guys. She was so excited to talk to me. She was so elated. She was like, Gabby, I love you, girl. I love your content on social media. I was like, oh, you guys, this just really makes me so excited and so happy. I love when you guys book calls with me so that I can sit on a phone call and talk to you guys about how to come over to Nigeria. I was telling her to say hi to my TikTok family. She was so sweet, you guys. She was like, hey. So she was so sweet. So we finished off the call, you guys, and I wanted to just tell her that she's in good hands and I'm super excited about helping her come over to Nigeria for the first time, you guys. Then I got ready for my second call, you guys. This guy was super nice, very sweet. He told me he found me on TikTok and I told him he should say hi to my TikTok family. He was like, hey, me just doing a final look over on the calendar to make sure I got everything correct. This was such a super successful meeting with my PA and I'm super excited to all to come for 2025. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Good morning, you guys. I have a client flying into Lagos Airport. He reached out to me. He wanted some assistance with getting e-visa approval, you guys, and so he went through my travel agency and I was able to give him a approval through my travel agency. I'm getting ready to go ahead and put his welcome bag together, you guys. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys how I put their welcome bags together. Every client that comes through me, through my travel agency, I put together a really nice welcome bag for them. So it's about 7 a.m. right now. And let me just get on top of making his bag because I don't want to run late to the airport meeting him. Okay, you guys, so this is the bag. Super cute bag, right? So this is my travel agency bag, super cute. We have the QR code here. And then I just like to add a little razzle dazzle to the bag. You know. So no, I added this in. It's important that I give them a charger because most people do not bring this charger when they come, you guys. So I want to go ahead and add this in for him. Then I love a good room spray because some people stay in Airbnbs when they come or they stay in the hotels. And so I just like a room that smells good. So here's some room spray. Of course, I am not going to forget to give them something for mosquitoes, you guys. Repellent is just good to go. So I gave them some repellent cream. And then, of course, you guys, I give them one of the shirts that I have on right now as a souvenir to Nigeria. And then I also give them a nice wristband with their names on it. I thought this was so creative, you guys. This is Jordan, you guys. So each individual client that comes through my travel agency, I give them this, you guys. And I think this is the final touch to the bag, to be honest. So, yes. Go ahead and head out to the airport to go and meet my client. I'm so excited. I'll see you guys in a little bit. So you guys, I'm currently at the arrival waiting for my client to come out. He is getting cleared at immigration and I'm just so excited, you guys. I cannot wait to see him. I'm so thankful that he chose my travel agency to travel into Nigeria, you guys. You guys, this is the moment my client walked out of arrivals, you guys. I was so excited to greet him. This is his first time in Nigeria, you guys. I was just jumping up and down, you guys. So excited to meet him, you guys. I was so thankful that he chose my travel agencies to come through to get his e-visa approval, you guys. Right here, you guys, I'm just talking to him, telling him how excited I am about him meeting his lady for the first time, you guys. So I told him, let's go this way. You guys come back for part 2 and watch me deliver him to his lady.
Also, I'm in Africa for the first time. Do I feel exponentially better? Absolutely. Is my hair softer? Yes. Is my skin brighter? Yes. Is it breaking out a little bit because of the traveling? Yes. But I feel so much better. And it's so funny because a lot of the locals are like, you can relax, you can have fun. You're not in the war zone anymore. You can disarm yourself, soldier. And you really do realize your level of tenseness. Like, you're so tense, you're so uptight, you can't just relax in the States. And I would say argue that, like, globally, really, I'm not going to act like Africa doesn't have its issues and its parts of areas and countries that are going through a lot right now. But where I am right now is carefree, it's half fun, it's let loose. And I'm trying to really honor that. So half work, half play. But I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity to be here. If you are a Black American, please find your way home. It is amazing. I've only had one day here and it's been a magical day. And I can't wait to see what the rest of my time here looks like. And I'm so, so, so grateful. And I hope to share more soon. Talk to y'all. Peace.
So, welcome back to the channel. And this trend didn't start yesterday. It started in 2019 where Ghana launched the Year of Returner to mark 400 years since the first enslaved Africans arrived in Jamestown. That sparked a movement. Since then, thousands of Black Americans have traveled in West Africa and many have stayed, gaining residency or full citizenship. So why? For a lot, it's about roots, relief, and even investment. Ghana later extended the initiative into Beyond the Return, a 10-year plan to deepen diaspora engagement and boost economic ties. So when we talk about Ghana, so many of these African Americans who are coming, they call it home. So take for instance Keisha Boas
Also,
and her
I'm in
husband,
Africa for the first
Diamond.
time. Do
They
I feel
moved from
exponentially
Florida in
better?
2023
Absolutely.
and
Is my hair
recently
softer?
got
Yes. Is my
Ghanaian
skin brighter? Yes.
citizenship.
Is it
So
breaking out a little bit
Keisha
because of the traveling?
describes
Yes. But I
relief
feel so much
after
better.
hearing
And it's
stories
so
like
funny because a lot
Trayvon
of the locals
Martin
are
or
like, you
Sandra
can
Blana.
relax, you
Moving
can
felt like a
have
healing.
fun.
Her
You're not
son
in
no longer
divorce
has to feel like
anymore.
a
You
threat
can disarm
simply
yourself,
walking
soldier.
down the street.
And
Or
you really do
we have
realize your
Deja
level
Gordon,
of
originally from
tenseness. Like you're
Brooklyn,
so
who
tense,
came
you're so
in
uptight,
2015
you're so
and fell in love.
you
In
can't just
2019, she
relax
moved
in these states.
permanently
And I
and
would say,
opened
are you
a
not like
Jamaican
globally really
truck, Jamaican
looking at
truck,
like Africa doesn't
Jamaican
have
food truck, and
its
got
issues and its
citizenship
parts
where,
of
and what she
areas and
describes as
countries
a
that are going through
validation
a lot
of
right
her
now. But
African
where I am
American
right now is
identity.
carefree.
And there
It's
is
half
the
fun,
emotional
let
and
loose,
cultural
and I'm
connection.
trying to
And
really honor that. So
this
half
one is
work,
going to be
half
deeply
play.
emotional because
But I'm
many
very,
people
very
talk
grateful for the
about an
opportunity to be
emotional
here. If you
connection
are a
to
Black
the
American,
motherland
please
in
find your
Ghana.
way
For instance,
home. It is
Average
amazing. I've only
shares
had
that
one day
once
here,
you
and it's been a
visit more
magical
than
day.
once,
And I
that
can't wait to see
becomes
what the rest
powerful.
of my time
You
here looks
feel
like. And I'm
you
so
belong.
grateful, and I hope to share more
And
soon.
Ghana clearly spends time celebrating its diaspora. Aside from tourist influx, there was over $1.9 billion in tourism revenue during 2019, thanks to events, celebrities, and the broader year of return momentum. So, and then there are other practical benefits that is about economy, cost, and also safety. So Ghana's economy is one of Africa's fastest growing, averaging around 6% GDP growth. You'll hear from Expat Life Ghana that cost of living is significantly lower than in major US cities, yet you can maintain a comparable quality of life. And that Accra is stable and friendly, culturally rich schools and international quality, and neighborhoods like East Legon and cantonments offer safety and also a community. So next up, we talk about Nigeria, especially in Lagos, which is Africa's financial and tech powerhouse on the Atlantic. It's crowded, fast-moving, but filled with opportunity and cultural dynamism. But before we talk about Lagos, let me hear you. Let me hear your take. Have you thought about moving or visited? Let me know in the comments, and don't go anywhere because we have so much more to discuss about. So let's shift to Lagos. So Lagos is the pulse of opportunity because it is the heartbeat of West Africa and 14 plus million people, sprawling city on the Atlantic part of Abidjan. Lagos corridor generated massive economic output. The question is, why are Black Americans are in Lagos? Number one, it is because it is a tech and a startup hub. It is Africa's growing Silicon Valley, if I can say that. Number two is the entrepreneurial ecosystem. There is a lot of fintech, creative industries, entertainment industries, which are booming, very booming. And then number three, we have youthful energy. It's dynamic, diverse, and culturally vibrant. Then there is a shared identity, majority Black with a sense of belonging. Okay, so sure, Lagos is hot, crowded, and infrastructure can be unpredictable, but for many, the energy outweighs the chaos. And when we compare between Ghana and Nigeria, we have the emotional contrast where Ghana, when we compare that to Ghana's calm, slower pace, Accra offers serene beaches, historic towns, and culture, rich culture and like festivals and Afroshella. In Lagos, you trade tranquility for velocity, vibrant nightlife, Nollywood, Afrobeat music, creative explosion, and it may feel overwhelming by the at first, but others thrive on that buzz. And then we have these narratives concerning the comparison from diasporans, like African diaspora are always welcome in Ghana. Just try to relate and learn a language. That they say you're always welcome here. Ghana is very cosmopolitan. And over to Lagos in Nigeria, Nigerians and experts highlight its pace. Like if you can handle Lagos, you can handle anywhere, and it is a widely shared sentiment by so many people who have come to Lagos. And when we go to the economic and investment realities, Ghana's beyond the return includes diaspora investments, incentives, including the Sankofa account, housing schemes, and funding for tourism, agriculture, real estate, and also culture. It even offers right of abode, letting those with African ancestry stay indefinitely. And while in Nigeria, investors are pouring into tech startups, talk about fintech, entertainment, real estate, and affluent Black Americans with tech, media, or finance experience are finding these niches to be more profitable in Nigeria. And then there is the here we have we need to talk about the trade-offs and reality checks, because both countries face different challenges. Because for instance, we have Ghana, the periodic dams, power outages, visa bureaucracy, rising prices due to tourism, inflating local costs. On the other hand, Nigeria has traffic congestions, high humidity, inconsistent services, security challenges, and in some areas. But still, many say that these are manageable, especially when weighed against relief from systemic racism and disconnection in the US. So, as I come to an end of this video, I'd like to say this. Like, there is a reason as to why West Africa, Black Americans choose of West Africa over other parts of Africa, and like places like South Africa and Kenya. So there is the proximity to roads. Ghana and Nigeria are core to transatlantic histories. Number two, majority Black environments. Black Americans feel seen, reduce othering. Number three, there is institutional support. Ghana's citizenship and investment programs are very unique in Africa. Economic momentum, because both Ghana and Nigeria have fast-growing and evolving markets. There is the cultural pride, festivals, art, there is food, music. It's just home of everything. So in short, it's identity, opportunity, and belonging blended in one region. That's why you see many are thinking of West Africa. For anyone thinking, like, start with a visit, join Diaspora, Facebook groups, Black Americans living abroad, the Blaxit tribe, Ghana Investor, Go Armed, like with budget, rental plans, school if kids are involved, visa timelines. Be ready, by the way, be ready for culture shifts, learn a few local words. There's the Twi, Yoruba, Pidgin, and embrace the African time, of course, because we have a very crazy African time. So here is what it all comes down to. So for many Black Americans, this is a return home, a chance to reset from trauma, rebuild a community that sees and values them, and invest in future that feels rooted in heritage. So whether it's Ghana's calm and healing or Lagos pulsating growth, West Africa is offering a relief, opportunity, and also home. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you, all of you, for coming along on this journey. If you've ever considered moving or you just visiting, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Tell me, would you go for Ghana Serenity or Lagos Energy? Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us keep exploring together. Until next time, may you find your relief, your roots, and your rhythm as you prepare yourself to come back to the motherland. I've been your host for today's Sam. This is the Diaspora Review, and I hope to see you in my next video. Peace out.